Would your life change if you knew, without a doubt, there was no such thing as a coincidence? What if you knew that every coincidental moment that was put in your path was meant to help you answer a prayer? 21 years ago, the opening words of an article in the LA Times went like this: "From desert to daughter's side, the Army, moving with quickness and compassion, speeds a father from the front lines of Saudi Arabia to be with his 4-year-old daughter, just diagnosed with leukemia." 2 months later, we lost our little Brittany. For my family, especially Lori and Gary, this was the beginning of the most heartbreaking experience of our lives. We would each have to find our own way now to peace of mind. I was now forced to explore what it was I really did believe in. And I use the word forced because I knew if I didn't reach higher for something non-wavering, I would never get past this heartache. This is a story of a little girl and the power of a pink rose. It's a story of grief and loss, but also of faith, hope, love, and learning to believe in things that don't seem possible, things more powerful and greater than ourselves. During the last 20 years, I kept a journal describing many events that happened to me that most would call a coincidence. And for many years, I too called them just that. I wanted to believe they were messages from Brittany, but was afraid to give them meaning for fear it was just my imagination or wishful thinking. But as they continued to happen, my emotional connection to them became stronger. Finally, one day, something told me to go back and read what I had been writing all those years. I was very surprised to find that the answers I'd been looking for were right there on the pages of my journal. I stopped asking for proof that what I was experiencing was real, and I started to just believe. This is when everything changed for me. I no longer needed to question or justify my interpretation of these events, because I knew I'd become a part of a divine connection. Through the illness and passing of my granddaughter, we learned to give meaning to everything we experienced. We learned to let go of fear and embrace the goodness that still surrounded us. Is there such a thing as a coincidence? I say pay attention to what goes on around you, because one day, out of the blue, you will hear something, read something, or see something that will stop you in your tracks. It will be a message from heaven, a message from your angel. Just as the unseen power of gravity pulls all things down, the unseen power of faith lifts all things up. Always trust what you see and feel, because you have a gift. Your connection to all that is and ever was will never be broken. A joyful life is yours for the asking. Just reach out and take hold. A warm hand will always meet you halfway, the hand of your angel. Your loved ones are still within your reach. You just have to learn to touch them in a different way. May God be with you everywhere.